Listen here, girl. I know you think it's a game, but it is absolutely not. Okay, this is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl, and that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it. Okay, and I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shake. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here. Okay, you put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up, and honey, okay, your muscles have gained life, new energy, agility. Get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin powder, because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISO tea down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Come on in, come on in, come on in, now come on in, now come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird, whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue, and I know y'all, I didn't tell y'all I was coming through, but I decided to go ahead and get marriage boot camp and love after lockup out of the way, so I wouldn't have to worry about it tomorrow. Um, so yeah, y'all, hold up, because I wasn't ready to be on camera, but I was ready to start this video because that's how I be sometimes. So y'all just give me a second to set up this light, okay? I'm coming. I know y'all can't hear me. I know. Say perfect time. I'm bored as fuck. All right. Sliding off the sofa and shit because my pants all slippery and stuff. All right, Sean. All right. You can hear me now though. All right. Hold up, y'all. Y'all, these are new glasses from Firmo. Big ass glasses. They tint like a beat though. They tint like a beat though. All right. Hey everybody. Hey y'all. People who ain't outside. Bondy, your Discord is popping. Thank you. Listen, I have not been in there all day. Today y'all know I've been trying to get so much stuff accomplished. In the meantime, also trying to take some much needed like time away, meaning not talking to people, not responding to messages, not looking through Instagram, child, just period. I'm off. That's how I felt. But I'm glad that all y'all is in there. Okay. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Yes, y'all. The roof is finally done. Okay. Now the whole thing is not done because we still have to do the inside now. But we at least have a full roof on our house. Yes, hallelujah, y'all. Yes, yes, yes. That means that nothing is going to come and blow us away, currently. I'm so happy. Okay, y'all. Listen, the way the Lord work out here. Because when I tell y'all, I thought I thought that we had gotten the short end of the stick with the insurance company, and we low key did, but not as bad as other people did. So, including our neighbors. Okay. So, and then shout out to Ken. Okay, Ken Custom Contractor, my contractor, okay, who I feel so strongly about. I love Ken because Ken said, all right, Bondy, I'm coming over there on Saturday. All right, we're gonna get this roof done. All right. And we came over here on Saturday, we got this damn roof done. Okay, now Tuesday, he's gonna be back to do the rest. And then we're doing other things around the house. And Ken is constantly like fitting me in and making sure that, whatever gets done by me gets done. So shout out to my contractor. Did I tell y'all me and Super have the same contractor? Child, y'all know I be trying to name drop. I don't know that girl, so don't do that. I don't know her like that, but I do love the fact that we have the same contractor because she has, she got good taste. You know what I'm saying? Good taste. All right, y'all. So listen, I was trying to give y'all a chance to come into the room by shooting the shits. Okay, now I even have everything kind of low key set up to record my Halloween movie review tonight. So that's what I am planning to do this evening. So that's why I wanted to get this going and done with. That way tomorrow, all I have to worry about is the, weekends on own, which is basically Love and Marriage Huntsville and Family or Fiance, because I've already made my notes for Ready to Love. Okay. So y'all get ready for me tomorrow. Look for me tomorrow, okay? Because I will be looking for you, okay? I haven't set the recording yet because I don't know what time it's going to happen. I don't. But I do know that I'm going to get up, do my hour-long step class. And, child, we'll see. I might do the video before the step class because when I tell y'all a bit with tired, are y'all like looking at my shorts? Do y'all see my shorts? I'm going to start doing more shorts, okay? Like, look for that, all right? But anyway, listen. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get into it. I went ahead. Hold up. I got to put my thumbnail in here because I want y'all to see what the thumbnail has said. But we're going to do Marriage Boot Camp first, and then we're going to do Love After Lockup. Okay. So y'all listen, this is my thumbnail. Molly is suspect. And what the Dante? What the? Okay. Listen, I don't know what's going on. But Dante done lost his damn mind, okay? And Molly Mile, Uncle Fester, you're telling on yourself, Uncle Fester, okay? You really, really are, okay? So I had to, show y'all my thumbnail before we got into it. So let me go ahead and pull up the Marriage Boot Camp graphic, okay? Marriage Boot Camp graphic. All right. So y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. So it's not a blow by blow. It's just like a few of the things that stuck out to me. Okay. So the beginning of the episode, Judge Lynn Toller, shout out to Judge Lynn Toller. Y'all, I actually DM'd Judge Lynn today to see if she would be interested in coming on the Ooh Ladies first panel. And trust me, I feel like, girl, we would have some legal questions, some marriage questions. Like we would just have a lot of questions about the show. Like we don't even review the show on the Ooh Ladies first panel, but I just feel like Judge Lynn is like such an incredible person. I would love to have her on the Ooh Ladies first panel. And just to talk about period, like how she has dealt with her anxieties, because that's one thing that I've known about her for a while, because she's talked about it, is like the anxiety that was passed down to her from her father, who would be very manic at times and obviously had some type of like, bipolar or mental disease that, at the time, nobody was really doing what they were supposed to do because people didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, they would just assume something was wrong. And especially if a black man is a judge, is doing what he's supposed to do, then normally if he has a good wife, she's going to handle everything, make sure he's, does what he needs to do. And then nobody really says anything about what be going on, But her dad has some real issues, as accomplished as he was, he has some issues that kind of bled down onto her. And she has often talked about how she deals with her own anxiety. And that was one of the things that she talked to Treasure about, because Treasure is drinking her ass off because she has social anxiety. Child, I know the reason why I poured this drink today is because I had anxiety. Child, listen. And it's just anxiety that I need to be doing something. Like my anxiety, something needs to be getting done, Brittany. Why are you sitting here doing nothing? You know what I'm saying? But I just really appreciated that she took the time to talk to Treasure alone. And I don't know what Treasure's upbringing has been like, because Treasure often, like throughout the episode, referenced father and mother. So and she said her father was an alcoholic. So that's probably, something that, predisposed. Same here. Okay. But at the same time, it's something about Treasure that feels like a hole. Something happened, empty, searching for something, not the confidence she should have as a beautiful woman her age. And then I kind of like Treasure, y'all. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, like, outside of Love and Hip Hop, seeing her on this show, even though this show hasn't even been on for that long, something about Treasure makes me want to root for her. It really, really does. Treasure is suffering from PTSD from Love and Hip Hop, I think. And that would make me sad. That makes me sad. And you know what? I'm looking, there needs to be Regina King. Regina King. Somebody at Regina King right now. Somebody call Regina, okay? Regina, I know you like to direct, my girl, and I really feel like you, Lena, one of the Black female directors, needs to pull together a documentary that talks about how Black people, Black women specifically, have been used in reality TV to push it forward, okay? But have kind of been left behind as it pertains to who actually gets to benefit on a large scale from being on a reality show. Okay, because as we have seen, the Kardashians were able to capitalize in a huge way. Huge. Okay, they own the E network for the most part. Okay, but when you look at people like Nene, as big as she is, as big as she was, as soon as she was off that show, it seemed as if her value diminished. Not as a woman, but as somebody that y'all are looking to pay for TV opportunities. And she probably still has a lot of, people hitting her up and all of that. But to me, if I'm seeing it this way, I know there are other people that are seeing it this way. That if a woman is a reality star, a Black woman specifically is a reality star, and she has not been able to create the equal amount of fame on her own that she, or success that she has while she's on the show, after the show, it normally is the Black women that go through that. You don't see Lisa Vanderpump or any of those. What's the other one that had the skinny girl liquor? Like, there are so many white housewives that have gone on to be even richer than they were before they got on the show. Candy might be the only person that I can think of that has done that same thing. But when it comes to, like the Nenes of the world, child, even if you take housewives off the table and we're talking about Jocelyn's Cabarets, okay, Tammy Roman, who started out on Real World back in the fucking 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? She's probably one of the only people I know that has done better after the fact. But K. Michelle was a person that, it seemed as if she might, but she really didn't. As long as she was on reality TV, she remained like popping in some way, shape, or form. Now that all of that is over for her, it's like, yeah, we know you're a great artist, but you're more so known for your antics at this point, which is ridiculous because she's such a great artist. Yes, Candy was famous before Real Housewives of Atlanta, which lends to the fact, which lends to the reason why she was able to be more successful after being on Real Housewives of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like, for people who were already successful, it heightened their success for sure. But for people who were like no names before they got on a reality show, or we didn't really know them like that, this has not done for Black women what it has done for white women. But when I think about reality TV, without your Honey Boo Boos, without the Kardashians, I can't, in your jerseys, I cannot think of any white people for real that I know exclusively from reality like TV that have like blown up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, like, I don't pay attention to them like that. But to me, it seems like they're already rich. They're already, popping in the circles that they're popping in. They get on the show, they get more money, and then their life gets to remain great for them for the most part, except for Erica Jane, child. But everybody gets to remain rich. Everybody gets to remain on a certain level or get to a certain level. Whereas the black girls have a hard time with that. And I remember that Monique said that this week, that it's so sad looking back on Love and Hip Hop, that it's probably one of the only shows that is so hard for those girls to do anything, or people period, to do anything thereafter where they're seen as, great, or seen for what they're really supposed to be known for, which is their art. So when I look at it, somebody needs to put a documentary together talking about what really has gone on, first of all, behind the scenes. And I don't want Mona to do it. I don't want anybody that has already produced reality TV. That's not what I want. I want somebody to do us a long form documentary that is covering Black women's influence on reality TV, and the differences in how they have been able to prosper thereafter versus the white ones. Just saying, y'all. You know what I mean? Like, I really want to see somebody like really break it down, really, break some pieces apart. Because when you really think about it, y'all, like Tammy back in the gap, New York, early 2000s. And then after that, you had Basketball Wives, Love and Hip Hop. The only time the white girls were popping was either on Bravo, Jersey, or Mob Wives. And Mob Wives was fighting and slapping the shit out of each other too. But nobody, references them like that as the bottom of the barrel. You know what I'm saying? The way they do to the Love and Hip Hop girls, which is fucked up. Because at least the Love and Hip Hop people actually were coming to the table. Most of them, your main cast members, were coming to the table with actual fucking talent. Especially at the beginning. At the beginning, you were getting people who actually were rappers, actually were singers, actually were artists trying to make it happen for themselves. And then they just get caught up in getting their bills paid and getting fame from acting a fucking fool. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I loved Judge Lintola for taking his time with Treasure. And I really want somebody to dissect what the girls have gone through. Now that we know Treasure has been greatly impacted, and yeah, a lot of that is her own fault, because you don't get on television and proclaim yourself as a side chick or somebody that's okay with behavior that on a large scale is looked down upon. And when I say that, I mean, at the end of the day, like, cheating is fucked up. Cheating with a married man and popping your shit about, I fuck a married man. Y'all think that shit cute when y'all young. And when y'all get older, y'all realize that people remember that, and then they attach that to your persona, and it's hard to live that shit down. I told y'all, everybody is not Drea. Everybody is not getting rid of their whole facts. And Drea didn't even get rid of her whole facts. Child, somebody get your car. I'm recording. Get your car. I'm recording. Why don't you spearhead that? Because I wouldn't even know, like, honestly, I wouldn't even know where to start. I feel like there's an expertise that needs to, happen when it comes to something like that. And I've never done a documentary before in long form like that. I've done the news. Y'all know I am a journalist, retired, be it, but definitely worked as a news photographer for many years. So I do understand how to create something like that. But somebody that actually has like the background and the name to, first of all, get it paid for, so that you could pay those women what they deserve to get paid for something like that. Because that's one of the biggest problems, is that y'all don't pay them people enough for that shit. And that's a huge disparagement to me, that a lot of the Black girls will say, hey, I never got paid. Y'all, hold up, because I need to make sure that's not my car, but I don't think it is. Cha. Okay, finally they went and turned the shit off. All right, y'all. So, like I said, Treasure really made me think about what a lot of the girls probably have gone through after getting off those shows, acting a fool for that check. And that's why, I think there needs to be some talk about what they go through after the fact, because people love to romanticize ignorant behavior. Y'all love to think that bad behavior will get you prizes. You know what I'm saying? For instance, the first person that comes to mind is Cash Me Outside. Okay? The little Cash Me Outside girl. Let me tell you something. You can say what you will, but I believe that the world has beaten that little girl the fuck up. She can do as many, wardrobe changes, wig changes, tanning sessions, and lip liner makeup setups that she wants to. But at the end of the day, she seems like somebody that the world has beat up on because they saw her as a disrespectful little cunt. Sorry. But we kept saying the Catch Me Outside girl is terrible. Y'all thought that shit was cool when she was getting record deals and all of that type of shit. And I see she be making music, but is she really popping like that? Because I don't think she is. I think she's somebody that is like a cat stacks. You pay attention to them. They probably got, somebody sign them a deal and all of that. And they may put out something, but it ain't gonna be that. You know what I'm saying? And to me, she seems as if she's still dealing with the negative ramifications of how people see her because of that show, especially Dr. Phil, because of the way she's been on social media. She might have exposed Dr. Phil. Child, it doesn't even matter because Dr. Phil gets to go on being a white man doing his show, telling y'all he's a doctor when he's not. And she has to deal as a young woman, has to deal with the ramifications of her negative actions and the way she's come off the people. And I am more than sure that shit is extremely hard to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Extremely hard to deal with. Okay? People constantly coming at you. She's a child. There's no way she's handling that well. You know what I'm saying? She's probably popping amongst that younger crowd, but whenever I see her, she looks sad to me. She looks sad. And that's just what it is. So, y'all tell him to do that documentary. Okay. So y'all, this episode was very telling as far as like Miles and Molly. Okay. Because I want to talk about how Molly said that bisexual people are more sensitive because they both, they're both male and female. They have both male and female attributes and attitudes. And even though I can understand him when he said that, and I think he was right when he said it, I don't think they're more sensitive. I do think that they have, they can lean into either energy a little bit more as a bisexual person than a heterosexual or cisgendered person. Granted, Molly was right about that. But Molly's insight made me feel like he was telling on himself. First of all, you're going to identify Miles as being like, you're basically saying he's effeminate. You're saying he's overreacting and acting like a bitch because he's gay. That's what you're saying, right? So let me go ahead and break this down, okay? Miles is very much effeminate. When he gets upset, that back purchase and everything. So I just want Amber to know that man is gay. Please stop. He may like to have sex with women from time to time. Miles is gay, honey. Let it be that, just so you know that's not different. He gets just as upset and messy as you do. Miles is gay, honey. Let it go. But what I am starting to realize is what we categorize as bitch-like behavior or feminine, behavior from gay men, I believe is them being hypersensitive to homophobia because they experience it so much. I'm going to give you an example. As a YouTuber, I am constantly receiving negative comments. I am constantly receiving backhanded compliments. I am constantly receiving I love you but messages from people or people that think they're being funny when really it's like block the fuck, block the fuck. Okay. So eventually you start to get hyper sensitive to the fact that people are constantly coming at you. So when Molly Mile made a joke first few episodes about Miles liking balls and Treasure's drunk ass screams it out, Miles, Molly says you like balls. We know he like balls. What are we talking about that for? There are a whole bunch of women in here that like balls as well. What is Molly bringing that up for? Molly is honestly on the DL. Molly's on the DL. That's my opinion. Y'all can say I'm wrong. I'm cool with that. I'm fine with that. It's my opinion. My opinion is that Molly Mile is the only man. He's the only man in the house that made it a point to make a gay joke. He's the only man in the house that is almost as feminine and effeminate as Miles is. But yet, You got to keep making sure. And this conversation was happening throughout the episode. He's trying to keep making sure that people know that when Miles came to his house before the show, because remember when Molly Mile and Treasure walked into the house, Miles was like, oh, it's the homie Molly. What's up? I didn't been to his house. Da, 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 da. Molly's always throwing parties, right? So when Miles is saying, hey, I used to kick it at his house, da, 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 he's like, oh, I don't want anybody to think I'm gay. I don't want anybody to think I'm bi. I don't want anybody to think I'm on what Miles is on. So I'm going to now fuck with Miles, basically. I'm going to make little comments. I'm going to make sure people know that I'm not like him. And that's what he proceeded to do throughout the episode, to the point where Miles is pissed off and feeling offended at this point. So when Miles gets pissed off and starts to go off and assume the same type of energy that Amber has, which is reckless and out of control, I got a little nervous. I'm not even gonna lie, okay? Because I didn't know what was gonna happen. But I'm gonna tell you this: I totally understood where Miles was coming from, and I feel like he was so entitled to feel that way because they were Molly. You made it uncomfortable for him. Everybody knew what he was on. Everybody knew what his sexuality was, and you had to make it a point to fuck with him about it and then try to create some differentiation like he's doing too much. Like, dude, calm down. I don't know you like that. See, that type of bitch assness right there is a teller. It's a teller. Thank you so much, Quaisha, for the super chat. I see you. Thank you, boo. It's a teller to me when you are so worried about somebody else and how they're perceived and how that might affect your perception. It's because you're already like that. It's because you're already bisexual, Molly. I absolutely see Molly as the type of man that will have sex with women and men. He looks like the type to me. And that's the same thing that Miles said. And Miles picked up on it too, because Miles is like, dude, why are you doing all of this? It seems to me that you're trying to make sure that people don't put us in the same group together. And nobody else is doing that. Nori didn't do that, at least that we saw. Tough didn't do that, at least as we saw. And then Tough made it a point, and I thought this was funny. Even though Tough was sitting up there talking to Molly Mile and all of that, Tough turns to Miles when Miles comes in there to express his aggravation about how everybody was, putting shit on his picture, calling him thirsty. We'll talk about that in a second. But when he came in there to argue with them about the things that they had put on his picture, Tough made it a point to let him know any real man is not worried about your sexuality. Any real man. And to me, that was low-key a slight to Molly. Molly may not have picked up on it, but I feel like Tough was saying, say, bruh, you see me and Nori ain't worrying about your sexuality, right? Oh, all right then. Like, stop tripping. Everybody can see it. We just don't want to say it. It's all right. Shh. I feel like the other men are picking up on two things. I think that they're picking up on Molly's uncomfortableness, but they're also picking up on Miles' sensitivity to how people will perceive him. And that's not necessarily his fault, but as a grown man, Miles needs to learn how to not be so bothered by how other people feel about him. Him and Amber have that in common. They care way too much in any capacity, whether it's some gay shit, some straight, that doesn't matter. When people were saying negative things about Miles, it would, like him and Amber, every time somebody put something negative, and they might have just been editing it that way, but after the fact, they were the only ones that was sincerely pissed off and feeling like nobody was their friend because they took words that were given to them and put it on the appropriate person's picture. At the end of the day, Miles, what makes you thirsty is your thirst for attention, your thirst to prove something to people. When as a grown man, you ain't got to prove nothing to nobody. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody. You don't have to talk about your sexuality if you do not want to with these fucking people. Period. You are here to do therapy, absolutely. But you do not have to talk about your sexuality in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable or makes you feel like you need to prove something to these pussy ass niggas. And I'm just being straight off what I'm seeing, Miles. So I just want you to be a little bit more confident in yourself so you don't allow other people's toxic energy towards you to move you. Because then it takes you out of character and makes you look crazy. And that's not what it needs to be. Okay. And I also feel like you and Amber are best friends. Y'all are not lovers. Y'all are best friends. Y'all adopt each other's negative fucking attributes like sisters do. I'm not, I'm just saying, like the way, girl, you mad, I'm mad too, bitch. Let's be mad together. Like that's how they feed off each other's negative energy, and I think that's a bad thing. As much as y'all support and love each other, the fact that neither one of you has the capability to turn to the other person and say, hey, fuck what they talking about. We ain't about to let that upset us like that. Neither one of them have the capacity for that. That's that immaturity. And that's that ignorant hood shit that y'all be on. Because you always feel like you need to prove a point. And that's not just gay men. That's men, period. Hood niggas, period. Everybody always got to prove a point. I ain't to be fucked with. I ain't to be messed with. Yeah, all that shit, baby. All that shit. Stop tripping out like that, though. Stop tripping out like that, though. And then she got mad. Amber gets mad when they said she was reckless. You are reckless. The first episode, you was beating the shit out of Miles for nothing. You are reckless. This is my thing. I want everybody to stop getting fucking mad when they hear real shit about themselves. I get it. It's hurt. It hurt. It's tough. Ooh. Ooh, burn. Get over it, bitch. You are reckless, and you know you are. You know you are. Miles, at the end of the day, you know how people feel about bisexual men and gay people. So at some point, you're going to have to be able to push everybody else out of your mind because you can't control them. You can't control how they feel about you, and you can't control how they react to you. But you are in a controlled environment, and even though you don't feel comfortable, you better know that they ain't going to let nobody do nothing to you in there, because if they do, everybody getting sued. Everybody getting sued. Okay. And I don't think Miles is, ain't no punk. I don't think he's somebody that's like, gonna get his ass whooping there. And all honesty, I feel like he probably fucked Molly ass up because he's taller than him, faster than him, and in better shape. Punch Uncle Fester in a titty and it's over. Okay. So at the end of the day, I'm definitely on Miles' side with this, but he and Amber are toxic for each other. They're negative. They need to grow up. And Molly needs to stop being so insecure. Like, we get it, Molly. Like, you're a big bad guy. You got money. But you're a softy on the inside. Nah, fuck all that. I don't believe none of that. He's soft on the inside shit. Treasure talking about he's a really giving guy. Yeah, giving to those who gonna give him something later in return. He the type of nigga that'll do something for you under the guise that eventually you gonna owe him a favor. I don't believe that Molly Mao is this great guy. Molly Mao is into trafficking. Okay, from what I understand, and I'm women. Okay, that's what I understand. Allegedly. Okay, because I haven't looked up that story in a minute. But no, I don't like him. I don't think he's a good guy. I don't. I think he's a perpetrator. I think he's fake as fuck. That's the reason why he always has on sunglasses, so he can never be honest. Because if somebody was really honest, was really real, they take them fucking sunshades off sometimes. Just sometimes. Okay. So let's go ahead and move on from there. Y'all, I like Treasure. Treasure was like, what make you say that? Talking about bisexual people's, hypersensitive. What made you say that? I don't feel like that. I just feel like Miles want his respect. I was just like, right? Right, Treasure? Treasure gets it. Okay. Somebody call her. She gets it. Okay. So y'all, we find out this episode that Molly Mao was abused in foster homes as a child. And he constantly needs to be in some form of control. Y'all, that makes me feel even more so that I'm right about my feelings about Molly. See, here's the thing. People who have been abused will often use their abuse in order to invoke sympathy out of victims. So, Molly Mao, you're just giving me more evidence that you are probably the fucked up individual that I think you are. Okay? But I know y'all want us to feel bad for Uncle Fester, and I just don't feel bad for Uncle Fester yet. I feel bad for any child that goes through abuse. But as an adult man, I'm sorry. Don't cry for me, Argentina, because I ain't crying for this. Okay? Y'all, Amber goes through depression. And, she just... Because I was like, bitch, if you don't cough it up, okay, sitting up there crying and crying and crying, can't get it out because you want to say you the strong one in your family. Girl, we get it. We know most of us black women is the strong ones in our family. Hello, nobody checks on me. My mama, okay? Bitch ex-girlfriends check on them, okay? Don't nobody check on me. I'm the strong one. I already know.
Child, my pa had already deemed me the strong one when I was a kid. Oh, I know I ain't gonna have to worry about her. She the strong one. The fuck? Don't deem me the strong one. Okay, listen, I don't want to be the strong one. Go to hell. But you know what, Amber, it's really not that out of the norm for you to go through so much depression when I think about how angry you are. Y'all, people who are easily moved, easily brought to irate levels of anger, it's because they're living in a place of fear a lot of the times. A lot of it is, I'm sad, I'm depressed. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it is. So I definitely feel like a lot of the strong women, we sometimes go through depression, not only because of what we have to handle, but because we don't often feel like we're allowed to express our angst or our sadness. Me personally, there have been so many times where I have wanted to get online and say something, or wanted to, just talk about something I'm going through, but I know I have to protect myself. And there are times, y'all know, there are times when I'm so, open and transparent with y'all, but there are things that I have to protect because no matter how you slice it, there's always somebody out there that's willing to use any information that I am sharing just to share, or to, if other people go through what I go through, whatever, like whatever positive reason you are sharing your feelings, somebody out there is going to use that against you, especially doing this. So there are a lot of things that, you just can't express because you have got to worry about the way people use shit against you later on. And you also have to worry about people perceiving you as someone who is looking for sympathy, and you don't like that. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? And not even that it's a bad thing to receive sympathy, but just that people, like, for instance, whenever y'all know, if somebody says something negative to me, I don't always say anything. Y'all know that. People say shit in the chat all the time. People say shit in comments all the time. People come to my Instagram. People say shit on Twitter. People say stuff all the time. But whenever I decide to address something, everybody acts like it's the only thing I ever do is respond to negativity. So even when you respond to something because you need to get it off your chest, there is a negative response to the fact that you even responded. It's very tiring. It's very tiring to not even be able to fully express emotion, because as soon as you express that emotion, somebody's going to be like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. She expressed emotion. I can't believe it. Cut it out. We don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? So, child, I understand absolutely where Amber is coming from. But I want people to take responsibility for their own feelings, for their own actions, and for their own emotions. You're angry, you're volatile, you need help. You're depressed because you need help. Like, get it, girl, get it. Anyway, Miles says that he wasn't on the DL when everybody found out he was gay. And that's a misconception, that people thought he was on the DL. And yeah, okay. You weren't on a DL, but you were lying about who you were to everybody. And you were definitely still doing that to this day. You have Amber sitting there next to you. Excuse me, y'all. Amber sitting right there next to you. Okay. And you want to be with her. Do you? Or do you just like having someone there with you all the time? Someone who you know loves you no matter what. I think she is a security blanket for you in some way. And to me, y'all, if Miles was if he was secure in himself, and if he loved Amber in a healthy way, he would let her go so that she can go and have what she needs, which she knows he cannot give her. Because he's not going to be different. He's always going to be bisexual. And she doesn't seem to be able to deal with the fact that that's who he is. So at the end of the day, the fact that you can't even let her go lets me know that you're moving from insecurity, and so is she. Y'all have trauma bonded, basically. Y'all have a trauma bond, and y'all don't want to let each other go because it's a comfort. It's a comfort to have somebody to wreak havoc with. And it's a comfort to have somebody that you know love you no matter what. Even though they fuss and fight and damn near kill each other, they love each other. They can depend on each other in a certain way. So they'll deal with the toxicity. They'll deal with the back and forth, the emotional pull and pull. They'll deal with all of that just so that they can have the comfort of having somebody there. And that is sad. Do you know why that's sad? Because every human being on earth needs to be okay with being alone. Not that you should be, but you should be okay with being alone. Meaning that if my choice is a toxic relationship that drains me and blocks me from actually being able to find true happiness with somebody who will give me what I want and need out of the relationship, okay, versus not having anyone at all because I think I'm never going to be able to find someone. Like, what is that about, y'all? Like, it's just so weird for me sometimes when people don't want to let things go. And I get it, but this doesn't seem to be serving either of them. Not really. The type of relationship that y'all could have that relationship if y'all would just take the romantic part out of it, because it's not a romantic relationship. And Amber, in her constant quest, he's cheating, he did this, he did that. Girl, go start clean with somebody else. But then you would have to be confident enough to go out there and try to find you another man. And I think that Amber doesn't feel confident enough to go out there and find her somebody else. So she would rather deal with what she has with him because it's the devil she knows. It all stems from people not being comfortable and confident in themselves enough to be by themselves until they can either be a better person for a partner or find a partner that will be better for them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I know I'm talking and talking. Y'all let me know if y'all feeling me on this, because I feel like sometimes I be circling the airport. I hope I brought it home. Y'all, we found out this episode that Moni Love was in a very physically abusive relationship before she got with Tough. Y'all, whenever people be in abusive or toxic relationships and they seek to get out of it and move on, they often get with somebody that gives them the polar opposite, and that may not necessarily be a good thing. Because when she said that, that made me think about how she's in control in the relationship with Tough. Even though Tough cheats on her and all of that, she's still in control. She's still the dominant person in their relationship. So it makes me feel like she wanted to be in a relationship with someone that she could control, even if it meant that, oh, he needed you for the career. He's not abusive. He's younger than you. You know what I'm saying? There were so many ways that Moni could have the upper hand in her relationship with Tough versus, I'm sure, whatever happened in that previous relationship. Okay, y'all peep that. Okay. And then Tough wants people to know that, he's cool. I'm like, Tough, I don't know you. Okay. So I don't know what people who you think have, misconstrued you or have some misconceptions of you. I don't know who those people are, Tough, because I don't really know you like that. But what I am going to say, Tough, is that you do seem like a cool dude. You do. But to me, I wonder if you really are with Moni because you love her or because you feel like being with her is better than trying to go out there and do your own thing without her. Even though she hasn't been helping him with his career, and that's his biggest gripe, that they got back together after he cheated on her, and then she didn't help him with his career, and he wanted her to keep helping him with his career. To me, I feel like the fact that you felt like you feel entitled to her help, that's a problem for me. You're a grown-ass man. You're a grown-ass man. If your career has not gotten to where you want it to get, you only have yourself to blame, and the entertainment industry, because a lot of the times they don't give people who are actually talented a chance. They only want to, get the people who they feel like are highly marketable or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what Tough's deal is musically, entertainment wise, but I do know that you just want attention from people. First of all, you want any attention from people when you feel like they don't know you. Okay. And another thing is you holding Moni responsible for your career not getting where it should be makes me feel like you're toxic. You're holding it against her, meaning you're resenting her for where your career didn't end up going. And that's not healthy. And even though I feel like they love each other, they have a kid together, that doesn't necessarily mean they need to be together if they're going to constantly resent each other for the mistakes that they've made. Or in this situation, I feel like Moni resents Tough for cheating. Tough resents Moni because he's not where he wants to be in his career. That's a problem for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a woman, it is a problem for me for you to hold Moni responsible for your career. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Like, I was just like, I like him. I like him. But there's something problematic about that. I feel you, Bondi. I like being by myself and hearing nothing but peace. Sure, I would like to have a companion, but probably in the future. And I hope you get that, Quaisha. I hope you get companionship and quiet, because it is possible. Do y'all hear it? It's quiet. Waiting for my companion to walk through the fucking door. I just had this conversation with my husband, Shy. It's not enough. It's not enough. Okay, Miles needs to live in his truth. Don't he though? Child, it's Uncle Fester for me, because that's what the look like. Okay, so y'all, Nori. We find out this episode that Nori doesn't like taking compliments. Doesn't feel comfortable with taking them. And Dr. Ish was like, that's because you don't feel like you deserve the compliments. He said, I used to have that same problem. You don't feel like you deserve it. That's why when people give me, thank you, take the compliment. Take the compliment, y'all. Say thank you. Be gracious. Don't, oh, no, don't do that. Take the compliment. Do you hear me? Take the compliment. All right. So, y'all, let's move on from there. So, and I have in caps lock, Black women's value comes from their threshold for pain. That was what I noticed about the end of Marriage Boot Camp, is that it was really more so about Black women's threshold for pain. Okay, so at the end they name the positive things, because at the beginning of the episode everybody had a cardboard cutout, and you take negative words, thirsty, a diva, all of the negative things, reckless, all of those things. You put them on whatever person you feel like those things apply to, right? So after, they had to talk about the good things from their partner's perspective, basically the good thing about your partner. So Moni says that Tough is the most caring guy she's ever known. Tough says that Moni is the strongest person that he's ever known. Nori says that Neri is impressive, okay? And see, here's the thing. So Moni likes Tough because he's sweet, because he doesn't beat her, first of all. Second of all, Tough likes Moni because she's so strong. Because after everything she went through, she only got stronger, which means she can take more bad treatment. The stronger you are, the more bad treatment you can take. I'm sorry, but that's what that sounds like to me. I'm tired of people complimenting Black women on their threshold for pain, because that's what telling me I'm strong after everything I've been through means. And it may have meant something positive, but I still don't like what it sounds like to me. Okay. Nori says Neri is impressive because she is still with him, because he says, I would have left myself. I'm like, nigga, we know you would have left yourself. Most of you niggas would have left yourself if y'all had to be in relationships with the people that y'all are. Y'all would have left yourselves. A lot of y'all. Okay. A lot of y'all. And it's because you don't have to be accountable in your relationship, like talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the idea that the good thing he had to say about his wife was how impressive it is that she can withstand all of his bullshit. Do y'all see what I mean? Like, she's valuable because she can she can withstand all of this oppression, basically. And even though Neri is not a Black woman, in this situation the rule still remains, because she's Latina, right? She's Latina, she's not a Black woman, okay? But at the same time, her value is still higher because she's been with him for so long and dealt with so much of his bullshit. Okay. Neri says that he puts her first. She says that no matter what, he always puts her and how she feels and considers her first. And I think that's probably the only reason why they're still married, is because Nori knows how to put everybody on the sideline for Neri. And when you feel like your man is going to always put you first and put your needs and your wants before, everybody else's. And I think what she meant is like everybody else in his life. Because I can't necessarily say I feel like he puts you before himself, because if that was the case, you wouldn't be complaining about help. Okay. So Treasure says that Molly is given, wait, hold up. Oh yeah. Treasure says that Molly was giving, and Molly says that Treasure is a good person and not the homewrecker that everyone thinks she is. And I was like, yeah, we know. We didn't need you to tell us, but I'm glad you told her that. But we know. Just saying, like, I feel like we could tell Treasure's not like a fucked up person, because even in the moments where she could just go along with bullshit, if she wanted to just go along to get along, she'd be like, no, that don't sound right to me. No, that don't sound right. Okay. So y'all, Miles. At the end of the episode, Miles and Molly end up getting into it because Miles goes to sit down with him and Nori. They were having a conversation. And he's like, hey, can I sit down? And it was like, yeah, he was like, I mean, well, y'all be making diamonds. Just, I don't know if, y'all want me to come and sit with y'all, but y'all be acting and shit. And then Molly was like, hey, bruh, stop making a big deal out of it. You're playing the victim. And it's like, ain't nobody playing a victim. You said something to me that made me feel uncomfortable. And now you're upset that I feel uncomfortable around you. You know what I'm saying? And Molly's like, oh, he's using the gay card. It's like, no, dude, you made a gay joke. You made a gay joke, stupid. That's how we got here. Because you made a gay joke. The fuck? Y'all, somebody get Molly the fuck out of here. Somebody get Molly the fuck out of here. Okay? Like, it's just... Y'all, I'm over it. At the end of the day, y'all, they got into it, but child, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? I've already expressed to y'all what I think about Molly. Okay. All right, Sean. So that's it for Marriage Bootcamp. I talked about it way longer than I wanted to. Let's go ahead and move on to Love After Lockup. So let's go ahead and start off, because y'all know this is a two-parter, right? So this is episode 52 and episode 53. So Sarah and Sean, y'all. Sarah and Sean finally make it to the tanning salon. And this is when she finds out that he's actually 10 years older than her. And he's been lying about it the whole time. Y'all, we're constantly trying to figure out how Sarah thought Sean wasn't the 100-year-old man that he is. And I'm like, child, she don't know what real look's supposed to look like, because she look about 20 years older than she's supposed to look. Everybody's doing drugs, okay? So we find out that she grew up in an abusive household. Her father was an alcoholic and a drug addict. And she often felt like, oh, wow, drugs must be so amazing because my dad would rather go and do them than be home with me. So let's go, find these alcohol and drugs and see how we feel about it. And that's what she did. And that's how she ended up giving somebody a hot shot, and her ass went to jail for manslaughter. Okay, she's out now and trying to do better. She's trying to be there for her daughter. They talk about her daughter. And y'all, I wanted to throw something at my TV, but I needed to still work until I get another. Sean wants to be there for her daughter. Sean wants to be a good stepdad. Sean wants to make sure that he's there to support her and her daughter and do whatever he can do to be there for them. I said, Sean, you got 6 kids that she still don't know about, that have not seen you, and I don't know when, because you decided to move to another state to be with a woman who had just gotten out of jail, who you never met before. And now you want to be the perfect fucking father to her daughter, but not to your own kids? Oh. Sean is a liar. Sean is a deadbeat. Sean needs to go straight to hell. That's all I got. That's it. That's all. Yeah, let's move on. So Marcelino and Brittany, okay, have absolutely nothing going on, but keep somehow ending up on my list. Okay. So Marcelino, Brittany, Kanan, and some other person that was involved in this business dealing that they had going on. They were trying to open up a facility to help people get off drugs. Okay. Well, guess what? Somebody who's on drugs is in charge, and he stole all the money. Okay, Robert stole all the money. He also is retaining the beds and all the furniture that they had bought to put into this facility to help people get over drugs. Okay, well, now the drug addict has all of it. Okay. Marcelino is questioning Kanan. Kanan is the other woman who is apparently on the lease with Robert, but for some reason, she can never get into the fucking house to get any of her things out of it. The last time they went, the police said, y'all have got to go. Okay, y'all gotta go. You can't take anything out of this house that he doesn't say that you can take. That's just what the police said, right? They mad. They go eat and drink and get riled up about the situation. Marcelino is questioning Kanan about the contracts and the bank account that she could not get her name on. She says that she wanted to ask why, she couldn't get her name on it and all of that, but she didn't want to ask him any questions or ask for a contract because she didn't want him to think she did not trust him. I said, bitch, this is business. You're not supposed to trust anybody. Anybody. And it doesn't matter how they feel about it. Get everything in writing. Do you hear me? Get everything in writing. Give a fuck what y'all talking about, okay? Brittany and Kanan go in the bathroom, get riled up, and now Brittany's drunk ass and Kanan's drunk ass want to go over back to Robert's house. Marcelino, you seem sober than they were. Why did you still drive them there? Somebody let me know. You know why? Because Marcelino still wants that WeTV check. So he knows he has to allow them to do some bullshit so that they can make sure they're getting their WeTV check because they're holding on to it by the skin of their teeth because they ain't got shit going on for real. But they want us to stay, coming to see Marcelino and Brittany even though we're over their storyline, okay? At the end of the day, though, they go over there, they knocking on the door, screaming and hollering, Robert, why don't you open the door? Fucking asshole, they're doing all of that. Eventually, they break into the house through the window. The police show up and tell them once again they have to leave. So now they have to handle it in court. You knew you needed to handle it in court earlier today. And y'all got drunk and decided to bring y'all ass back over here. And I'm telling you right now, the fact that they were white women is probably the only reason why they didn't end up in jail. The fact that they were white women. Please thank your whiteness for saving you. Because even though you're a convict and y'all be so scared of the police and all of this and that like that, at the end of the day, them police showed up and told you the same thing that they had told you earlier after you had already broke into the nigga window. Girl, Marcelino, I blame you for driving your wife over there in the first damn place. Child, if them damn camera crew people wasn't there, the police probably was just like, let them go because they got a whole camera crew with them. Ain't nobody got time for all of this. They gonna get out anyway. She a white lady, let her go. That's probably what happened. I'm tired of them. I'm over them. Let's go ahead and move on. Amber. Where's Amber and Puppy? Do I not have a picture of Amber and Puppy? I don't have a picture of Amber and Puppy. You know why I don't have a picture of Amber and Puppy? Because for what? For what? I need to get one, but for what? Either way, Amber gets home from having brunch with Puppy, and Sammy is sitting in her living room like Lorenz Tate from the Rain on Me video. Okay, he's pissed off that she wasn't there because she knew he was coming over. She's like, okay, well, you didn't tell me exactly what time you was coming over. Why you just didn't call me and tell me? And I would have told you where I was and that I would be on my way soon. He has an attitude. His problem is the fact that she's even dealing with Puppy. See, both him and Puppy's old man do not like the fact that Puppy and Amber are continuing to be friends. Amber and Puppy are basically dating the same ex-con, crackhead, abusive man. They may be clean currently, but they are both so fucking bothered by the fact that Amber and Puppy are remaining friends after their tryst in prison. Okay? And the fact that both men think eventually they're going to find them kitty clicking, and they might find them kitty clicking, absolutely, which is why I'm looking at Amber and Puppy like, first of all, y'all know y'all are still attracted to each other. I know y'all are friends, but y'all are not with men who can deal with the fact that y'all are still friends. Y'all are not even with men that are okay with y'all being bisexual. Both of those men are homophobic. Both of them have even an issue with y'all being gay in the first fucking place. Like, I don't even understand why y'all want to be in relationships with these men. Like to me, when they met up on that double date and both of them men sat there and I don't know, it was a lot of toxic energy, a lot of brooding and brooding and attitude, and just could not have a good time. They could not have a good time. And I was looking at Amber and Puppy like, y'all need to let this go. Y'all need to let this go. First of all, y'all don't need to be friends anymore. Puppy still wants to fuck Amber. Amber, you need to let it go because you didn't want to be with that girl anyway. So let it go. You want to be with Sammy. You want to be in a semi-abusive relationship with Sammy. So do that and leave Puppy the fuck alone. Period. Puppy, you know your man Eric does not like you in this situation with Amber. You want to be with Eric? Stop fucking with Amber. It's very, very simple. They go on a double date with their abusive boyfriends. Eric was in trafficking. What kind of trafficking, Eric? Child, Puppy doesn't want to feel like Amber is judging Eric. I'm like, Puppy, girl, shut up. Okay, shut up. Their men are really bothered about them sleeping together when they go and have a cigarette together so that they can have some time alone. And they were just talking amongst themselves like girls would do. But them niggas was bothered. Sammy was looking around like, where'd she go? Where'd she go? She's outside the window smoking a cigarette, you crazy motherfucker. What is wrong with you? The girl can't go smoke a cigarette? Like, what y'all thought they was in a bathroom finger fucking each other? If that's what was on your mind, break up with them. Break up with her, Sammy. But that's not what Sammy gonna do because Sammy wants to control Amber. Okay. So when Amber comes back in from smoking a cigarette, somebody sent a drink over to their table and they accepted the drink, and Sammy loses his shit. Now, Lyric was saying that he would have a problem if a man sent a drink to the table as well. And I was just like, but they're on TV. Like, everybody forgets they're on TV. Somebody probably sent the drink because they're on TV. Okay. And I feel like he was looking for a reason to get upset. It didn't even, need all of that. You could have just been like, nah, send a drink back. Okay. But you didn't have to like get all upset and it turned into a fight between you and Amber, like Amber did something. Because it wasn't about the drink. It was about the fact that he's even in this situation with you and Puppy. And you went outside and talked to Puppy for too fucking long. He was mad about that more than he was mad about that drink. But he had to act like he was mad about the drink. I don't feel like Amber is safe with Sammy. And I feel like Puppy and Eric's situation may be cool, but he seems like the type to be quiet and then pop off in private. So at the end of the day, I think they're both in abusive relationships. And if that's what they want to do, that's them people business. I don't fucking care. I'm over Amber and Puppy at the end of the day. And I'm tired of them trying to hold on to their check by the skin of their teeth with this foolishness, because all they're doing is showcasing that there are two women who love to be in abusive relationships with drug addict men. That's all I see. Okay, I'm sorry. So let's go ahead and move on to Lisa and Stan. Where's Lisa and Stan? Stan and Lisa. There you go. Y'all, Lisa's fucking crazy. Lisa is working on my nerves, even though I know that Stan is out here talking to every young woman that wants to peg him and tie him up in the basement. I still feel like I felt sorry for Stan, y'all. Like, I feel like Stan really just misses his wife. When Stan was looking at that video of his wife from back in the day, like, that shit literally kind of broke my heart. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't like Stan. I don't like Stan. Stan's a creepy ass old man. But Stan is a creepy ass old man that was married to his wife for like 20 or 30 years and she died and he's alone and he misses her and he knows he's never going to be able to find what he had with her. And I don't even think he wants to find what he had with her. I think he likes having these transactional relationships with women because he never has to dig that deep to give them what he doesn't have to give them because his wife took it all up. Okay, like he may buy y'all shit, but ultimately, yes, Lisa, that man wants you to suck on him and fuck on him for the money that he's giving you. And if you're not gonna do that, then get the fuck out his house. Meanwhile, you're out here trying to make him out to be a bad guy, setting up fake profiles so you can catch him cheating on you. When honestly, girl, you're already cheating on him. You're already talking about touching some girl's titties or seeing some girl's new titties. You got some woman coming over to this man's house. You dogging him out and you know it, and you back on drugs. Lisa looked like shit when this scene opened up. Dark circles under her eyes, all sucked in the face. Lisa is back on drugs, and Stan need to get her the fuck out his house. I may not like Stan and all of that because I feel like, Stan, you probably vote for my downfall, sir. Like, as much as white people try to like separate themselves from their racism, I can't unsee it, nigga. So it is what it is. You and your Blue Lives Matter wearing ass partner. Okay, fuck both of y'all. But I felt bad for you because I'm a human and I have empathy for people regardless to whether they are racist and white or not for some reason. I don't know why I wanted to stop, but I guess it's all the Hollywood movies that make us feel sorry for white people, even though some of you guys are fucking crazy and terrible at that. Child, some of y'all history, child, I'm gonna let it go. But I read something today that just had me like, child, something is wrong with y'all. Anyway, child, something wrong with Stan because he felt like having that jet black hair on top with the gray on the side and a brown in the middle match. That shit don't match, Stan. Get a better wig. I don't know what's going on with it. It's not right. Don't match. Stop it. Anyway, Stan, get that lady up out your house. She's starting fights with you, trying to catch you lying, catch you cheating, and then gonna ask you for money. And he was like, well, you know, I gotta go upstairs. He was trying to say, bitch, if you want this money, come get this dick. And she was acting like she didn't know what he was talking about. And because them cameras was there, you know, she had to let it go. And then last episode, when her ass tried to catch him and you know, oh, you paying for prostitutes. Bitch, you are a prostitute. You are a prostitute. You are there because he gives you money for sex. And if you don't want to be there with him anymore, stop emotionally abusing that old ass man and go find you somebody else to suck dry. But she's doing exactly what Nicole and Tia are trying to do to Deontay. But see, at least Lisa is giving up some of the puss to Stan. Okay? At least some of the puss some of the time. Okay, but definitely trying to use him to fund her lifestyle and her lifestyle with whoever she chooses to fuck around with, whatever woman that may be. But when he brought her those flowers, and she had the audacity to say, you know, if he was really sorry, he would have bought me some better flowers. I said, bitch, all your clothes is in a garbage bag. What the fuck you know about nice flowers? You should only know about flowers at a grave site, bitch. Who the fuck ever bought you some nice flowers? What you know about nice flowers? You just got out of jail, bitch. Look at your hair. What do you know about nice anything, Lisa? Cut it the fuck out. You don't have high standards, bitch. You just wanted to find an issue with whatever he was doing so you can make him out to be the bad guy so that you can go and have a reason to validate fucking over that man because you know you wrong. Go to hell, Lisa. Go to hell. I'm sorry, y'all, but I can't stand when I see somebody like taking advantage of somebody's pain like that. And even though he is definitely taking advantage of the fact that she is out here destitute and needs somebody to pay for her lifestyle, if she really wanted to, she can go get herself a fucking job at the grocery store like Amber did and figure it out. Okay? But that's not what she doing. You in that fucking house abusing that man and then taking from him. Girl, Stan, if you gonna let that lady stay in your house, running you fucking crazy, so she can try to kill you and run away with all your money, stop it. Going through his computer. Girl, in all honesty, I wish Stan would tell her, listen, Lisa, listen. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do. If you don't like it, you can leave because I'm paying for everything. I done bought you a car. I give you money. And all I ask you to do is peg me and tie me up in the basement ever so often. You got a problem with that. So I'm going to talk to whoever the fuck I want to talk to. And if you have a problem with that, you can take your garbage bag and get the fuck out of my house. And don't forget, leave the keys to the car and leave the keys to my fucking house. Stan, please tell Lisa that. Please tell Lisa that, Stan. We already know that you lining up your next bitch because you can't depend on Lisa not to leave you. So do us a favor and send her on her way. Stop trying to make it work with her because you know what she doing. She digging for something so she can use it against you. Go to hell, Lisa. Oh, I saw that man crying about his dead wife, y'all. That shit had me so sad. I'm sorry, that shit had me so sad. Fuck out of here. Anyway, y'all. John and Christiana. Hold up. Let me find a little graphic. Where they at? There they go. So, y'all, John and Christiana. John and Christiana are getting married again. Okay. I'm glad they're getting married again. I'm glad that Christiana's son came and helped her, you know, get in her dress. I'm so happy that she was able to have that moment and apologize to her son for not being what he needed her to be. But when I tell y'all, I'm so tired of hearing about fucking Tara. Christiana, don't nobody care about your meth head sister. I'm sorry. That may sound harsh, but that lady tried to fuck your husband. Okay. And now she's doing exactly what she has always done, which is run and do drugs and disappear. You need to worry about your clean, healthy life with your new husband. And your mom needs to do the same. Her mama sitting up there crying on her wedding day, talking about, I don't know where Tara is, and I'm so scared that you're gonna relapse. She's like, I'm not gonna relapse, Ma. It's gonna be okay, Mom. I know. I wish Tara was here too. Why do you wish Tara was there? So she can make it about her? So she can ruin the moment? Why do you wish Tara was there, Christiana? Cut it the fuck out. You and Tara are toxic. Tara's on drugs. Let her be where she at. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. There are a lot of y'all out there that have a chance at having positive, great lives. But y'all let the negative, fucked up people in y'all lives drag y'all down. And it's because you feel like you need to always be worrying about somebody. If your sister did not care enough to show up for you, you don't need to be worrying about where she is. Nobody should have picked up a motherfucking cell phone to call Tara and see where she was. And your mama shouldn't have been crying about Tara not being there, because this ain't about Tara. This also isn't about whatever your parenting skills were. This isn't about that. It's about supporting Christiana and being positive on her wedding day to John. At the end of the day, you're not giving her up. She's already married. John, your daughter is telling you the right thing. She's worried about her baby sister getting swept up in you and Christiana, off of Christiana to fucking relapse. Your daughter is the only person who actually has a right to feel away. But at the end of the day, daughter, they're already married. They're already married. It's already happened. This wedding isn't changing anything. So all of these conversations about whether they should be doing this or not are fucking stupid. Them people is already married. Get over it. Get over it. Thank you, Kara Patricia. Please tell me I didn't miss Deontay. No, you didn't miss Deontay. I haven't gotten to Deontay yet. But yeah, y'all, I'm tired of John and Christiana. I want Christiana to be clean and be happy, but I also feel like Christiana needs to go to fucking therapy. I think John knows that if he keeps events happening, oh, let's do another wedding. Oh, let's do this. Let's do a photo shoot. If he keeps things happening, then he will keep her focused on something that is not her sister, not her drug habit, not her depression. But what you really need to do, John, is stop pretending to be Native American and get that fucking lady some therapy. Y'all, I'm so sorry. Like, John, you're a white man. John, you're a white man. Please stop. Please stop. John, your ancestors killed the people that you're appropriating right now. I'm sorry. You can trace it back all you like. Okay, that just means that one of your white family members probably raped somebody that was Native American. At the end of the day, sir, you having long hair only makes you a hippie. It does not make you Native American. Please cut it the fuck out, John. You is a white man, sir. Hey, Deontay. Thank you for the super chat. And I'm glad you here, nigga. Okay? I'm glad you here. Okay? Because we got to talk, sir. We got to talk because you know I'm mad at you. Please be nice. Deontay, you know I fuck with you. You know I fuck with you. But you know I'm not about to be nice because I'm mad at you for letting them people do that to you. I'm just like your mama. I'm just like your mama. Sir, we are upset at you for letting these people continue to play you like a soybean burger. Okay? You better stay here. Don't go nowhere. Thank you for the super chat. All right, y'all. So let's move on to Brittany and Ray. Then we're going to do Lacey, Shane, and Sean. And lastly, I'm going to give y'all Deontay because I know that's what y'all waiting for. Okay? So let's go ahead. Where the hell? Where there we go. Brittany and Ray. Y'all, Brittany makes my nerves bad. Good to know. Brittany makes my nerves bad, y'all. Brittany makes my nerves so fucking bad. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because you can absolutely tell that Ray is trying with all his might to be everything that she wants him to be, even though he doesn't have the capacity. Ray just got out of jail, y'all. And I really think that people don't take into consideration when people are getting out of jail, the mental shit they're going through. Ray is going through some mental shit right now. And Brittany is like, I'm just so excited. You're going to stay home from work so we can just have so much sex. I just want to have so much sex. And he like, I'm cooking you breakfast. Y'all, Ray got up, cooked this girl some breakfast. gave her a mimosa, said, listen, I'm about to go hang with my homeboy, my cousin, Bink, or whatever. She's like, cousin? I don't know this cousin. Bitch, you don't know him. You don't know him. Y'all, let me just say this. Me and my husband, he not here, but I'm acting like he would be right here because that's what he would be if he was here. Me and my husband been knowing each other. God damn, y'all. Me and my husband been knowing each other since like 2007. Okay? So let's see. We've been knowing each other going on 15 years. Okay? Me and my husband have known each other for 14 years. We have been in a relationship for 10 years. We have been married going on 5. I don't know half of this nigga's cousins. What? I don't know half of this nigga's cousins. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh, this nigga's cousins. Do you know how many cousins black people have? Like, I don't even know all of my cousins, let alone all of his. What are you talking about, Brittany? You haven't even known him long enough to know most of the important cousins. Y'all know there's like a handful of important cousins. Okay, for me, it's more than a handful. It's like 2 handfuls of important cousins. Okay, it's the set of older ones that are like around the same age as my sister. Okay, you know, the middle sister of my sisters, because I have 2 sisters, and the middle one. Okay, all my cousins are around like the age range that she's in. It's them. Okay. And, you know, talking with Tanya, Gerald, you know, all them. And then it's the ones that I grew up with. Okay. Jermaine, Johnny, Jenny, Ryan. Okay. If you don't know them, he's never met Ryan in person. Okay. One of them is his best friend, and the other 2 he's met at least on 2 different occasions over the 10 years of our lives. Okay. When I tell you I have so many other cousins that this nigga has never met before, or even I've never even referenced all of my cousins because I have so many. My grandmother had 8 kids. 8 kids. Some of my cousins are dead. Do you? I'm just saying, y'all. Like, for her to be like, I don't know this cousin. Is he a kingpin? Does he sell drugs? Does he have guns in the house? Does he have drugs in the house? Bitch, he might have guns and drugs in the house. So what? So what? I'm just saying. I'm just like, so what, bitch? He got weed in a Glock. What does that have to do with you? Mind your business. He didn't invite me. Girl, he's trying to get away from you. Give that man some space. Give him some space. He's gonna run. He's gonna run if you don't stop. He's gonna run if you don't stop, y'all. Y'all have got to stop doing this to y'all men. If you don't trust him, you don't need to be with him. But he absolutely needs to be able to leave the house and go by his cousin, be gone all day, put on his nice dress shirt, and you not think he about to go fuck nobody. See, me, I like to let people do whatever they're going to do. And then when the shit show up, I like to make my decision from there. Her homegirl come over. I'm mad at the homegirl because the homegirl is sitting up there talking about, girl, you think he doing something? He probably doing something. He's definitely probably doing something. We should go over there, but don't act a fool. But let's go over there. Bitch, what you think she gonna do when she go over there? The advice to not get her to act a fool was for her not to make a fool out of herself in the first fucking place. You know what you should have told your friend? You should have been like, Brittany, how long that man been in the house with just the 2 of y'all? That would have been my question. Brittany, how long has Ray been in the house with just the 2 of y'all? Oh, 3 months? Oh, he was on ankle monitor, so he couldn't leave, couldn't go nowhere. Then he got a job, and he only worked and came home. And now he got 1 day off, and he want to go see his cousin he ain't seen in 4 years, and he been laying up under you for months now. And you sitting up there, he didn't invite me. I don't know what's going on. Maybe some girls over there. You are insecure, you are immature, and you're going to run that man the fuck away if you don't allow him to go and take some air, to go and be a person on his own. You never gave him that chance when he got out of jail. But he's a grown-ass man. He is going to get tired of feeling like you're the new warden. Because that's exactly what you're doing. You're the new warden. You got a tracker on him. The tracker said he was down the street. And you still at your house blowing his phone up, talking about he not answering. Y'all, I bet you any money he know that she know where he at, which is why he not answering. I wouldn't answer the phone either. Bitch, leave me alone. Y'all, I love my husband. When I tell y'all I love my husband, I don't like being away from him. If me and Lyric had to work together, we could do that. Like me and Lyric could actually, there have been many times when me and Lyric have been in his house together every fucking day, for extended periods of time, pandemic, times where he didn't have a job for a whole month, whatever. I like that nigga. I could really be around him all day like that. But as soon as Lyric says, I'm about to go here, I'm about to go there. All right, babe. I'll see you when you get back. I don't ever give him a hard time. Ever. Because we always together. Fuck, I'm going to give him a hard time for. Nigga, please, go do something. Go do something. Go have fun, nigga. Call me. Let me know you all right. But that's because I trust my husband. So there's a difference. You don't trust Ray. And that's a problem. Because that means you don't trust yourself. Thank you so much, Alaska. Okay, thank you for the super chat, love. Okay, listen, I don't know why you put $20 in there. Why is it $20 in there? I don't know. But thank you so much, love. I appreciate it. Oh my God. Hold up. Miss B. Are you a moderator, Miss B? I made you one the other day. I just want to make sure because I don't see a wrench on here, but I just want to make sure. I think I did though. Anyway. Y'all, Brittany and Ray, she gonna make my high blood pressure go up. Starting shit with that man. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on from there. We gotta go to Lacey, Shane, and Sean. Oh my God. I'm sorry, I have to do it because like we were reminded this episode that Lacey used to be a webcam girl because I forgot that Lacey was, what the fuck is that? Lacey was a webcam girl. So that's why Lacey's like, Lacey and Sean. Everything is a moan. Oh my God. I hate her. Yes, sorry. Y'all, this episode was crazy as fuck for Lacey and John. So first of all, y'all, Lacey has decided that she wanted to take Shane down to the lie detector office. She wanted him to take a polygraph test to see what he's been lying about. And she was, at first I thought she thought he was cheating with the girls down to the gym, all for her to question him about him fucking around with men. Apparently, Shane is gay for pay. He hasn't done anything physically with anybody, but Lacey, set up his OnlyFans. And there are men who like to see him on his OnlyFans. So he does whatever. Here's the thing, y'all. So what, Lacey? What's your point? What point were you trying to make with this? Because you set his OnlyFans up. You know what goes on his OnlyFans, bitch. You have the password. So please explain to me, what did I miss? You know who your man is, just like he knows who you is. I mean, who you are. Sorry. Bad grammar, bitch. Fucking up. You know who Shane is. Shane is a 24-year-old young man that you have forced into husband and fatherhood only a year after getting out of prison. Okay? You put a lot of expectation and pressure on someone who cannot handle it. And you're grown. You're like 30. You're my age, bitch. You've gotten way too much work done to yourself, Lacey, because you look way older than me, bitch. And we are the same age. That doesn't even make any sense. Just saying, y'all, me and Lacey are the same age. Me and Lacey are the same age. I did not know. I saw it just there because I feel like Lacey feels like 36, 37, 38. Lacey feels closer to 40. And it's because she's done too much shit to her face. And I don't know why y'all do that, because the work makes you look older, especially when you're Caucasian. Like, that's no disrespect, but you look older than you would have looked if you would have just left your face alone. You haven't been doing hard drugs. You wasn't gonna look like Sarah. No disrespect, but we all know that's why Sarah and Lisa and all of them look, ancient when they the age that they are, because they've been out there doing drugs. Okay, but either way, y'all, Lacey has him answer these questions, and honestly, I like the fact that Shane was like, you know what it is. You know what happens. You know that I send messages to the men because the men want pictures of me and shit. I send them pictures. They already know. Okay. So to me, I felt like she was trying to embarrass him. She was trying to embarrass him on camera. And I don't know why. Because at the end of the day, you still talking to Sean. And John is in his car blowing her phone up while she's having this conversation with Shane. And he says that, she got me on block because that's what we do. Whenever she's talking to somebody... excuse me, y'all. Y'all know I've been drinking. I need to refill my drink. But she said whenever somebody, he says whenever she's dating somebody, she blocks him so that the calls won't come through because he be blowing her fucking phone up. Okay, hold up, let me go to it because I don't want to miss nothing. Y'all, I'm really excited to get to Deontay and Tia and Nicole. Okay. Hold on. He wants her to take a polygraph test, right? So he's like, I want you to take the test. She's like, what do you want the answers? Do you want the answers? Do you want to know, Shane? Do you really want to know? And it's almost like you're threatening him with the truth. And he's like, I want you to take the polygraph test. She's like, well, just ask me whatever you want to know, and he walks away. I'm like, why are you walking away? Ask her the fucking question, Shane. Ask her. Ask her if she's fucking around. But you know what I think it is? I think that Shane doesn't think she's still talking to John. I don't think he thinks that she's doing anything. So he doesn't have any real questions for her. But because she put him through that, he suspects that she may be lying about something as well. So he wanted her to sit down and answer some fucking questions, even though he didn't know exactly what those questions would be. They go out into the parking lot to talk, and Shane says that their foundation was built on lies because when they first got together, LASHAE was fucking with John and Shane at the same time. And when Shane got out of jail, he had to find out because he did not know because she was lying. Okay? So I think it's so funny how she likes to throw in his face that he cheated on her when it's like, first of all, he just got out of jail. Y'all shouldn't have been in a monogamous relationship anyway, especially because it didn't start out that way because you were fucking John, bitch. Y'all, LASHAE works on my nerves because I know that she's just trying to get ammunition to validate going to talk and fuck on John. All of it is, let me find a way to prove that Shane is doing something wrong so I can go and do what I want to do freely. And I'm going to just say this, LASHAE. Y'all going to go to counseling and all of that, and that's all well and good, bitch. But if you ever in your motherfucking life have John walk into another place that you and Shane are living in so that you can have John escort him the fuck out, he better not ever take you back. He better not ever take you back again. Matter of fact, I want him to file divorce papers the next fucking day. If she ever does that shit to you again, file divorce papers the next day. I don't want to see it in, because to me, there was nothing more disrespectful than when she had John come in and walk Shane out the fucking house and threw him out over that cheating situation when she know that she was never really being faithful to Shane that whole time. And now you're trying to find something else to say that he's doing so that it'll be okay for you to be answering and having phone sex with John. I'm not going to tell you run from her yet because you decided to go through in vitro and fertilization and have a fucking child that you didn't need to have with her ass. So you need to stay there and take care of that kid at the end of the day. Okay? But yeah, y'all, LASHAE can miss me with the bullshit at the end of the day. So let's go ahead and move on to what we've all been waiting for, which is me getting in Deontay's ass for letting these two meth addicts play him like a soybean burger. Okay, so Deontay, I don't know if you saw, because you might have came in a little late, love, but here it is. What the fuck? What the fuck, Deontay? First of all, Deontay, you let that lady get you way too upset because it looked like you wanted to lay hands on that lesbian lady. Okay, and honestly, she worked on my nerves. Okay, because I feel like I think I was watching like Ashley Shad Miller. I was watching her review, and she felt like Deontay was the one, contradicting himself about the threesome and all of that shit. So, Deontay was doing too much when he was like, girl, fuck you. And I was like, nah, she was asking for that girl, fuck you, as far as I was concerned. She was asking for that girl, fuck you. She was asking for that shit. Okay? And honestly, I feel like they were trying to take advantage of Deontay to such a grave, to such a grave level. Like, you don't like him, Tia. Okay. And from what I heard, Nicole said that Tia's people have money. So I'm really trying to understand why y'all are hitting Deontay up for money when Tia's people have money. What's that about? What's that about? Let me read the notes. Anyway, so Deontay, you ain't even fuck her, son. You ain't even fuck her, right? Am I clear? You have to this day not slid in. Am I correct on that? You have never slid in. Can you comment down below and let me know? Because I really want to be clear on that before I go in. Okay, did you fuck her, Deontay? I'm waiting. I'll wait. I'm talking to you. Come on. Yeah, that song is so stuck in my head right now. I've been watching Psych all week. Ready it all out. These are the things I can do without Shamar. I'm talking to you, Shamar. All right, so you taking too long to answer me, Deontay. So I'm gonna just go ahead and move on, and then when I see your answer, I'll reply. But this is the thing. You did not fuck her, Deontay. Oh, you did. You did fuck her. When did you fuck her? Please, inquiry minds want to know. Please tell me when you had sex with Nicole. Was it before or after this scene? Talking about Tia mad because she can tell Nicole really got feelings for me because she crying. That bitch was high. That's why she was crying. She was tweaking. Fuck out of here with that shit. Looking all dark under the eyes and shit. You worried about it. She a drug addict, sir. You can't save her. She don't want to be saved. Deontay last episode went to see his mama. And they talk about him going to meet up with Nicole and Tia about this threesome relationship that they want to have. His mama asked, did she drop him on the head as a child? Because she don't even understand what the fuck going on right here. She tells him that that's some foolishness and he needs to grow a pair. Okay? Man up. Stop fucking with this crazy ass little girl that's just trying to use you. Okay? Real love doesn't require this much sacrifice. That's what his mama said. I was like, that is very true. Way too much sacrifice. Way too much sacrifice of your self-respect, of your dignity, of your wallet. Okay? Just way too much sacrifice for that. Okay? Deontay goes to meet with Nicole and Tia. Let me come back. Deontay, did you tell me yet? Did you tell me yet when you fucked her? Because I swear to God, I want to date. I want to date in time, my dude. I don't appreciate this. How many times? Okay, Deontay said, no, we never fucked. Oh, okay. So y'all never had sex. I'll go back to that. You never had sex with her, Deontay? Yeah. Too much. You never had sex with a Deontay, yet you are willing to deal with this type of disrespect. Send you the stream, y'all. Why? So you can come over here and explain yourself? All right, I'm going to send it to you. Hold up. I'm going to send it to you in the DMs. Give me a second. So let me talk about this shit first, okay? So he isn't interested in fucking Tia because Tia looked like, a little teenage mutant ninja lesbian, okay? She looked like, like a little dude, okay? So he isn't attracted to the manliness that's all up in her face, okay? The fact that both he and Tia are like, oh, we want to have Nicole in any capacity. So we'll have Nicole however we can get her. And then he was like, if we could kick it, if we can be cool and shit, maybe we could do it. Because at the end of the day, Deontay recognizes that he's still a man. And if they in a situation and they get fucked up and Tia's titties come out, then the situation might be totally different. Okay? So he was just saying that. And Tia is being smart, talking about, oh, I'll never fuck you. That'll never happen. And it's like, but bitch, when you met him the last time, you was talking about how handsome he was when you was trying to get something from him. And now that your girl over here tweaking, needing money from him that you obviously can't supply, which is the only reason you're okay with her doing this, is because you can't give her what she wants. So y'all are okay with calling Deontay down here and disrespecting him. And then she in a confessional talking about Nicole. This was just supposed to be, we kick it, you give us money. No, bitch. No. Deontay, this is your fault that they felt like you would be down with this. And the fact that you were sitting at that table, even continuing to have this conversation after this little lesbian lady disrespected the shit out of you and threatened you like she was going to beat your ass. And then Deontay had to, because they start going back and forth. No, fuck you, bitch, fuck you. It was all these fuck yous. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck everybody. You're saying fuck you, child. Tia was on bullshit the entire time. Tia was mad that she was even there. Tia had an attitude the whole time. Tia don't like Deontay. Tia's okay with her girlfriend calling Deontay for money because she can't give it to her. That's it. That's all. She don't like Deontay. She don't see it for him. Nicole, you're high. You're crying because you feel so pulled in both directions. You're looking at Deontay feeling like shit because you're using him yet again. And then you're sitting next to your abusive lesbian lover that feel like she gonna backhand you when y'all get home because you out here crying over this nigga like you care about him or something like that. Okay? Like you could tell that they're in some type of abusive relationship and it has a lot to do with whatever drugs they do. Okay. Because all of that fucking crying Nicole was doing back before Nicole had really got back together with Tia, Nicole was in so much more control of her emotions. To see her crying like this, I was just like, she's on drugs. And she looked same thing with Lisa. Dark circles under the eyes, real gaunt in the face. And it ain't COVID, bitch. It ain't COVID. No, it's not. Don't tell me that. No, it's not. Y'all are out here smoking. It's not COVID. You're on drugs. and your fat lesbian lover over here, and I'm only saying that because I don't like Tia. And I also feel like she looks healthier than Nicole, even though I know her and Nicole are doing the same drugs. Just saying. She does look like alfalfa. She does look like alfalfa. Oh, pale ass. Anyway, Deontay actually said he got a little pleasure out of pissing Tia off because, she must know that Nicole got feelings for me. Deontay, that's bullshit. You're delusional. You're delusional, nigga. Okay? And then the bitch gonna go and ask for some Hennessy shots because y'all stressing her out and she only asked for 2. She didn't ask for 3. So she was getting one for her and Tia, but not one for you, but then was gonna ask you for money to pay for the shit. Deontay. Okay. So they sit up there and make it seem like Deontay telling Tia fuck you was the problem. Okay. Not Tia's whole attitude beforehand. Okay. He ends up apologizing, saying he's willing to go forward. I said, why the fuck are you apologizing? I wouldn't apologize for not a damn thing. Fuck her. I'm just saying she did not accept his apology. Okay. And I think she did that on purpose because she really doesn't want Nicole to be talking to him. But she's pretending like she's fine with it because she wants to go along with whatever Nicole wants. And like I said, she knows she can't fund Nicole like that. So she's going to, get Deontay to help fund the drug life that they're living. And, Deontay is out here running behind pussy he ain't got. So they all, basically disperse. Okay, them two are still together and he walks away angrily. Nicole says that Nicole cries and says that Tia is always threatening to leave. Y'all, when Nicole said that she was trying to save Deontay from getting beat up by Tia, I said, but he's a Marine. And I don't care about none of that. Ma'am, your soft-bodied ass do need to care about that because Deontay looked like if he really wanted to, he could body slam the fuck out of you. First of all, Deontay's body is way too like strong and statue. Like, bitch, you weren't about to win that fight. Okay, your soft ass was not about to win no fight against Deontay. I'm still in shape, Marine life ass. Okay, it just wasn't gonna happen. Okay, child. I see. No, don't. I'm sending you the stream, yo. Come on, so you can explain yourself, Deontay. Because I was just like, I cannot believe that you didn't let these people play you like this again, Deontay. Why? I want to know what is going through your mind. And I feel like I absolutely know what it's like to really, really want somebody and they don't want you back. And you know what you got to do? You got to leave them alone. You got to stop calling them, stop texting them. You got to leave them the fuck alone. Like that's all. You got to leave them the fuck alone. Use your brain, not your dick. Especially when your dick isn't getting any comfort from this situation. Ugh. Child, what are we? Wrong road. Wrong road. Okay, listen. Why he want they see it in? Okay, here he go. Come on, Dan. Explain yourself, sir.
What? It won't even like that, man.
Okay, explain it to me, sir. I'm waiting.
Look, man. You didn't see everything. I can't stay on here long, but I tried to be nice.
Okay, run it. Just run it right
It
quick.
take a whole lot for me to lose my cool. I ain't just walk up in there on some hostile type shit. I was trying to be civil. I know it kind of looked like I walked in there the angry black man, but it won't even
It
like
did not. It did not. That's not my argument at all. You should have been. You shouldn't have even shown up. But fuck them. I don't care about you being mad at them. I'm trying to understand what you thought was happening in that moment.
Well, I had no intention of ever being in no threesome type relationship with them. I went there to hear what they had to say, but I really just went to speak my mind because I've been wanting to confront that girl anyways.
Which one, Nicole or Tia?
Tia.
And what you wanted to confront her about?
Because they didn't show. I wish I could say, I mean, when I first met her, she walked up to me like she was my friend, trying to be friends with me and stuff. And I don't like fake shit. And I had been wanting to say something. So I said, she gonna be there, fine. I'll go talk to them, see what they got to say. Well, I came up there respectful. I said, what's up to them? The girl wouldn't even look me in the face. She kept looking down and talking real low. And I said, you can look at me. I ain't the table. I'm sitting right across from you. And she looked up at me, talking all up under her breath. Because to me, you got so much to say about me when I ain't around. I'm sitting right across from you. So say what you got to say.
What was she saying when you weren't around? Like, was she on social media?
I just heard from somebody that was once close with Nicole that fell out with Nicole. She told me everything. So.
And what's everything?
Said they basically that they had been plotting against you from the beginning, and, you know. And
which is why she was fronting like it was all good at the beginning.
Yeah.
So why do you think she was so mad when y'all met up? If she was a part of trying to get money out of you, why was she so mad when you showed up?
Well, she probably didn't want me there, for one thing. She probably feel like, in my opinion, threatened by me for whatever reason. I don't know. I mean, as soon as I got there,
I know why. We know why.
As soon as I got there, Nicole,
book bag with your dick in it. We know. Go ahead.
As soon as I got there, she started crying like she couldn't even look me in the face without crying, and it was getting Tia so mad. She was huffing and puffing, and her face was getting beat red, and I was like low liking that shit. Like, yeah, bitch, get mad. That's what I was thinking in the back of my mind.
So did you talk? I mean, do you think Nicole is on drugs? Because we think Nicole is on drugs.
I thought she was on drugs when she walked up to me after we had each other in 4 months. I just didn't want to say that. But
well, they said she had COVID, so I didn't know whether you felt like it was because of that or you felt like she doing drugs, because she looked like she doing drugs.
I didn't believe that. I was like, I had COVID too, and I looked the same.
I'm about to say, maybe it's because you're black, but I don't see any dark circles.
Yeah. But I like you saw how bad I was shaking. That's because I was boiling up inside, because I kept trying to be nice, and this girl kept throwing jabs at me. And I'm looking at Nicole like, you're not gonna say nothing to this girl. You keep correcting me because I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, I saw that. She was like, why would you say that? If you want to deal with us, then be nice. Oh my God. And I was just like, oh my God, Deontay, why are you taking this treatment?
And then that's when I finally snapped. Like, I was like, I can't take this. So I was like, you know what? Fuck you. Like, I ain't scared of you. She's scared of you. I said you ain't finna come across this table. I'm mad they cut that part out. I said, come across this table if you want to.
She wasn't. She wasn't really about that, all that posturing and shit, so she can get punched in the titty. Girl, go sit down somewhere. Thank you, Tina.
I ain't gonna put my hands on no woman, but
and we don't want you to. We don't want you to put your hands on no woman, whether she, look like a teenage boy or not. Deontay, if you learn nothing from this, never trick without dipping your candlestick. I had told him this many times. I had said this many times to him. Next time, if you're not fucking, do not do all of this.
See, it ain't supposed to just be about sex all the time, man.
Really? It's not? Because they act like that's all you worrying about.
I know that. Well, I can't control how I'm looking, but that ain't what it's all about.
Okay, so what did you get out of your relationship with her in order for you to feel like you wanted to be with her?
I don't know, just like after talking, like we was talking for a long time. Once I get to know you and care about you, once you get my heart, you got it. And so, and when you got my heart, it just take over my entire train of thought. So,
all right,
everybody else see, I just be blind to because I don't want to believe certain things. Like I get that I be in denial sometimes, even if I can see it right in front of my face. I try to make the most ridiculous things make sense. Because I love this person so much. But man,
are you going through this again? Are we doing this again?
Are we doing this? What?
No, I mean, is there another girl that we're going to do this with? Are we doing this again? Right now. At this moment.
I'm kind of chilling right now. So I don't
know. you're not paying for people currently?
No.
Okay. You were paying for her. Don't say
I got people offering to pay for me.
Well, that's nice. That's a nice change of speed.
I ain't about all that. I ain't finna make nobody pay for me.
Well, no, but please make them have sex with you before you spend immense amounts of money on them. Do us that favor. Well, immense amounts of money. You can buy flowers. You can do all that cute shit, but you be doing too much too soon. I need you to pull it back, okay? Yeah. I need you to pull it back. I can't have you doing this again, Deontay, because this just feels wrong to me for you to be out here being as sweet as you are and then letting people take advantage of you in this way. And
well, unfortunately, I got to tell you, it's only going to get worse from here.
What do you mean, Deontay?
I can't say too much. It got to a point.
So you went back after this?
I put it this way. I needed to go through what I went through to get where I am right now. I'll put it that way. So.
Can I ask you a question, though? Yeah. Do you think you have abandonment issues in any form or any way?
I don't know. I never thought about it.
I'm going to tell you why I asked you that. Because I feel like I just recently heard, like, somebody talks about, like, they be into a person, but they only be that into them because the person isn't reciprocating. And it's almost like if you would have a person that was giving you your same energy, you wouldn't even want that person. You want the person that is going to like make you feel like they're not really giving it to you. And it's because of like, if we have like issues beforehand, abandonment issues, or just issues where we don't feel seen or something like that, like, we'll get in relationships with people and they'll give us a little bit. They'll give us a little bit of something and that'll be enough. And then we'll keep trying to chase the feeling. And then you notice that they never give you that same feeling again. It's almost like a high. Like at one moment, everything was lining up. And then they do something and it's like, man, what the fuck? This, why are you doing this? And then they continue to do that, but you keep trying to get back to that first time that it felt good to you. And that shit is a drug. I'm just saying, I've been in these relationships before. That's why I understand what you be feeling when you like, it will hurt you if you didn't answer the phone. I know what that feel like. Cause it's like, but I want to talk to him. I want to know. I want to do all of that with him. But they don't mean you know well.
But it was such a difference when it's just me and her versus when she around Tia. You can see it on camera. Like,
but that don't matter, right?
Yeah. I don't
know. It don't matter how she is around Tia because she was still not giving you half of what you was giving her, even in attention, even in loyalty, even in honesty. She wasn't giving you none of that.
And it hurt. I felt all of that.
I know you did. You was crying in the car. And I was like, why you got her getting you crying in the car? It is cool. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel bad about it or nothing. But I
was
can't
pissed
stand
off. I was pissed off all over again last night, just hearing that stuff she said in the confessional, because I had never heard that stuff until that night. I'm like, this chick here is so, She's the worst type of human being. I ain't never seen somebody so narcissistic and just don't care. And you doing all this weeping and crying over this girl, but I'm the one that was there for you, like that boy.
That's how they be. But that's what I'm saying. That's how they be. That's something I feel like a lot of us go through. We can have somebody that means us all. They love us. They want to do everything for us, and we don't want that person. We want the person that treats us like shit.
I don't know. Like I haven't, like, to be honest with you. Now I got all these people wanting to talk to me, and I don't even be pressed like that. Before I was just like just wanting somebody to want me, and now it's like
You feel a
it's like
little
you
bit.
so damaged you don't want to trust nobody no more.
Yeah, I get that. I really do hope that, you find somebody that's genuine with you. Cause I do feel like you're a super sweet guy and I think you're a good dude. But I do feel like that need and that want to be seen as that allows you to get taken advantage of by people who assume that you on some simp shit. And I
Yeah,
just want you to like get past that and don't let this happen like this again. Because it hurts my feelings to watch you like be treated this way when I know like you really mean well and people gonna be online, oh he's so stupid, why,
yeah.
and I
I
know that you're a good dude, you know what I'm saying? So
I done had to start. I don't even argue with folks no more. I don't like talking people, but I had to do that. You know, Auntie came on my live and got on me, and
she did.
yeah, So I mean,
Thank you,
yeah,
Michelle, for the super
and
chat.
you're gonna see Derek and my mama get on me at some point
Oh yeah.
together.
All
Yeah.
right. I'm gonna be looking. Look, I was about to let you go. I was about to let this show go because I was just like, I can't no more. I'm tired. Every week it's the same shit. But I'm gonna
I
hold
said,
on a little longer.
she ain't been doing no review.
I've been doing them like every 2 episodes to give myself a break. But since
Yeah.
Marriage Boot Camp came, and I was just like, I guess I'll just do them together. Because people was like, why you stop doing them? And I was just like, because I do so many fucking videos. I'm tired. But I'm really praying for you, Deontay. I'm praying for
Well,
you.
these days I'm in a different headspace, but this season ain't gonna get all well. It's gonna get worse, and then maybe a little better. But
Okay, so we may have to have another conversation in which I ask you what the hell was going through your mind.
oh yeah,
Okay, so did you talk to her after this? Did you talk to her like immediately after that? What did she say
after what
after
filming?
that whole altercation?
Oh
Like
no,
that scene?
after I walked off, I ain't hear from her until I didn't call her, but I heard from her again. But I can't. It'll be the next scene you see me on.
Okay, so but could you at least tell us like how long? Like what was that time frame between that scene and the next time you talked to her?
It had been maybe a month or so, month and a half, maybe.
And then you did something else to make us upset with you, I'm guessing.
Not necessarily. I
Not
mean,
necessarily.
well, yeah, because I went to a place I shouldn't have been at, and it was a disaster. But you will see, it was an absolute disaster.
Did you have to put the pause on Tia?
You gotta wait and see. I can't say too much. I
If you
put
had to put the
I don't,
pause on Tia,
don't
who
know.
would win?
I put it this way: I don't put hands on nobody that don't put their hands on me.
Okay,
I,
okay, listen, had in a chokehold right quick. Calm down, lay
especially
down.
when it's a situation where it's a female still. So then you got
True.
to make that decision.
Yeah, yeah. Nah,
Because
I
either way,
get it.
you gonna get looked at like bad guy. You either gonna look like you hit girls or like you let a girl hit you. So you gotta, but
Yeah.
can't say
No,
too much.
I get it. Did she try to throw a punch at you or something?
I can't. Why you trying to
Why
see?
you can't tell me if she tried to hit you though? We gonna see next episode. I just want to know if she tried to throw something and you hit her with the,
I'll put it
you
this
know.
way: that ain't the last you seen of me and her going at it. I'll put it
Okay.
this, yeah.
Okay. So, do you know when this season is gonna be over? Because I feel like this season is never ending.
I think it's 16 episodes. We on like episode 6 or 7, maybe.
Okay. Okay. So we're definitely gonna be coming back for more conversations, Deontay. But thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah.
I appreciate you for always wanting to, give
Yeah.
answers
Saw
to the
my
questions.
name when I saw my name on the YouTube thing. I jumped in your DMs. I said, "What you getting ready to say?" I said, "Why'd you do that?"
But why you did that? That's why I did that, because I'm trying to understand what you going through. Child, show us the t-shirt because I like the t-shirt. Let me see.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's fire. Child, I love me a good graphic tee. That's nice.
Yeah. People love my shirts. So
We see you, Deontay. We see you on there flexing. But I appreciate you, love. You have a good night. And, I'm sure I'll talk to you later.
all right. See you later.
All right.
All
Bye.
right.
All right, y'all. So y'all got something y'all didn't even know y'all was gonna get, bitch. Listen, I really appreciate Deontay for coming and kicking it. Cause listen, I love when people are able to take this shit on the chin. At the end of the day, it is a show. They do sign up to be on a show. And I just always appreciate when people don't take this shit so seriously. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Deontay for, just being the consummate gentleman about the whole situation. All right. So I love you guys. And I feel like that's all I got. But I will see y'all tomorrow. So please don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later.